Hi there, welcome to the fourth video of this introduction series to Vuforia Chalk. In this video, I will go over how you can actually start calling users and discuss a little what sessions mean in Chalk. There are two ways of calling in Vuforia Chalk, via the contact list or a connection code. I will divide these two into calling it via the standard or host option way. Let's discuss how you can call via the standard way first. When you select the contact you want to call, you can start by either sharing your own video feed or request to see the other person's feed. Let's say that the person who has a problem to solve should share the video feed. Once you select one of the options, the call starts. This initiates a call at the other user and the connection starts when the call is picked up. When you're calling someone, this is how the user interface looks like. Once started, you need to move back and forth to let the augmented reality part kick in. After the graphic disappears, you're able to annotate the environment around you. If you want to undo any of the annotations that you created, you can do that by pressing the undo button in the right lower corner. When you press the menu button in the top right corner, there are a bunch of options. The second one mutes your microphone. The third one turns on the flashlight. The fourth is network metrics. And the fifth one is changing the annotation color. Pressing the button in the top left corner stops the call. Let's go over a scenario between my colleagues Florent and Jake. Florent is calling Jake because there seems to be an issue with the power. Jake is very experienced with fuse boxes and told him that he could help. While Florent is walking to the basement, he's trying to call Jake. He's discussing that there seems to be no power and is asking Jake if it might be the third fuse, as there were some earlier problems with this. Jake tells him that it cannot be, as the switch is turned on. As you can notice, there seems to be some network issues, especially since Florent is in the basement with little internet connection. Though there is this issue, we can see that Jake can still proceed and draw on the screen. Chalk needs little internet connection to work, and even with a bad connection, as you can see, the annotations stick very well. When there is a bad internet connection, Chalk goes into the low bandwidth mode, which works within environments within 300 and 500 kilobytes per second. Jake tells Florent that it's definitely the last fuse and that he should turn it on. Florent is happy that Jake could help. Let me show you now how the host option comes into play. Sometimes you don't want any user to have a direct connection with you. For example, when you are a remote expert or when the end viewer does not want to be registered or logged in. In these kind of situations, we are able to set up a host session. There are three features that we will go through: starting a session, joining a session, and calling via desktop. When you want to start a session, you have to decide if you want to see the other person's video feed or share your own. When you want to show someone else something, it is good to share your own, and if they have a problem, vice versa. To start a session, select one of the two options. You'll then get a connection code that you're able to share. This brings us to joining a session. When another user receives a connection code, it can click on the link which prompts to the app. The user then selects Join Session, and the call starts. I've got some issues with my vacuum cleaner, so let's call my colleague Edgar, who knows a lot about it. He shared with me a connection code, so let's join him. 170-442-559 and join. Hello, can you hear me?
Hi Patrick. Yes, I can hear you.
Great to hear, Edgar. I have a little trouble with my vacuum cleaner. Do you think you can help me?
Sure. What's the issue?
Well, last time I used it, it seemed that the airflow wasn't very strong. The dust box is empty, but it still doesn't work very good.
Oh, I see. It could be an issue with the filter. When was the last time you changed it?
Never. Maybe a good thing to check out.
You should open the dust box first.
Okay, where do I do that? Over here, or maybe this orange button?
No, this isn't a button, and you can't open it from here. You should open it from here instead.
Ah, great, I see. It even says open.
Before going on, let's clear the annotations.
How do I do that?
You can remove them by pressing the button in the lower right corner of the screen.
Great, thanks. What's next?
Behind here, you can find the filter. Okay, now move a little bit closer to the vacuum cleaner. You should press this transparent ledge.
Okay. It seems that it's a little stuck. It doesn't really open.
That's because you need to press it from the middle. That should work.
Let's see. That works. Great.
Okay, now you should pull it out like this.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
That does seem like it needed cleaning.
Right, I should keep that in mind in the future. Thanks for helping me.
No problem. Have a good day.
As you saw, within a minute I was able to find out what's wrong with my vacuum cleaner. I can save some of the images of the summary so I don't forget it next time. Moving to Chalk for desktop. Anyone is able to join a session through a connection code, and when logged in, you're able to start a session as well. Because it does not support contacts, you can only use Chalk for desktop with the hosted option. Note that if the connected host is on the audio-video fallback mode, you're not able to use annotations. Let's have a look how Chalk for desktop looks like. Let's go to connect.vuforia.com. As a guest, I can join a session by entering the connection code or copying the link from the invitation into Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge. You'll be prompted with an information screen. Let's hit join as a guest. Here you're able to see the desktop view. It has a very similar user interface as a mobile or a tablet. In the top left corner, you can see the users in this call. On the right, you can see the stop button, the volume, and the mute buttons. In the lower portion, you can see the undo, pause, and change color options. Pressing the flashlight controls the flashlight of the other user. The pause button is of course very handy when you want to annotate a specific area without the user moving. When it's pressed, you can draw, and when resumed, you can see that it shows up in the other view. With the standard and host options out of the way, I hope you understand more deeply how calling in Chalk works. In the next video, we will check out how you can access the admin center and how to administer users. Click on the left image for the video playlist and the right one for the next video. If you have any feedback regarding Vuforia Chalk, please put it down in the comments. Any feedback regarding this video format is also highly appreciated. Thank you for watching.